Of the 16 playoff teams last year, the Oilers goalies were 8th in save percentage. They were 19th in the regular season. But as we heard from Stan Bowman, it looks like he's going to at least start the season with Skinner and Pickard. You spent about a decade in the NHL. Is Bowman making a mistake here, Mark?
I thought bringing them back last year was kind of their last chance at winning a championship, or at least solidifying their work. I'm talking about Skinner, especially, and Pickard. We'll get back to the backup goalie, but Stuart Skinner is definitely a tremendous human being, individual, and teammate. And something needs to be said about players wanting to play in front of a goalie. 10 more saves throughout the season in his 50 starts is what he needs to get to the respectability that is a 902, which I think 902 is the minimum for an NHL caliber goalie to be consistent. And that's what he'll need to bring. Let's just not forget that Pickard was a 7-1 goalie, 7 wins, 1 loss, below 900 in the playoffs with an 886. They don't need stellar goaltending with that firepower. What the Oilers need is not a great teammate. It's a goalie that makes saves when it matters the most. And that's exactly what Stuart Skinner, one more year into his NHL career, will need to do night in and night out for the Edmonton Oilers.
Okay, Mark, but to re-sign Connor McDavid, the Oilers need to prove that they're serious about contending long-term. Here's the question. Is that possible without finding a real long-term solution in net, or is Skinner that guy?
The short answer is they need to find a solution. And I think everybody would be really happy if Stuart Skinner ends up being the solution. The real problem here with the Edmonton Oilers is that when a team does everything necessary to sign a star player like Connor McDavid, it's not only about dollars and term. It's about the surrounding squad. It's about making sure that the player feels that he has a chance to win a championship, because that's what's missing from McDavid's resume at this point. He is the leader of that team, there's no doubt, and he wants to stay in Edmonton. But you also need to show your leader that he's not going to be doing that by himself. They definitely need goaltending. And I know I've said it before, they don't need all-star caliber goaltending. They need your 902 to 905 to get you through the season in a better position, and they need that stability during the playoffs, especially.
On the upside, Skinner and Pickard do come cheap. They're making less than $4 million total between them this season, and both their contracts expired at the end of the year. So if the team wants to make a change, they're certainly going to have the freedom to do it.